Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Tasmania Hobart Rebuild. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the series so far. Smash the like button, comment, subscribe on the video. We've been playing some good cricket with Tasmania anyway. Hobart finished quite strongly as well, so some positive steps in the right direction. We'll quickly go over the Hobart Hurricanes result. So you guys were last here when we had the three games against Adelaide, not Hobart, Sydney Sixers and the Brisbane Heat, where we won 1 out of 3. Next game we played Adelaide, bowled them out for 113. Maxwell 4 for 26, 2 fizz for Adams and Franks. Barnes bowled quite good as well, I thought. Chased it fairly easy. We belted it to all parts. Cole 68 and Spence 23. And yeah, it was sort of interesting again. We played the Melbourne Renegades. Needed to win this game to keep our hopes alive. 187 for 9. Kingsley 70. That was a pivotal score in this game. Because at one stage they were teetering a little bit and he played a belter of an innings. Bowlers bowled okay. Adams 2 for 34 was the pick of the bowlers. 181 all out. We were in this game. Townsend 76, Moss 43 gave us a little bit of hope, and it was extinguished in the end. 3 fizz for King and Ripley, and 2 for Kingsley. Capped off quite a good game for himself. In the final game, 149 for 7. It was a bit of a battle. Saunders and Barnes getting us to a decent score. We just couldn't get anything really going. 2 for 19 for Anthony, bowled quite well. And 148 for Aiden in response. So they had 5 overs to get 27 runs or something, and we bowled so well. Barnes 1 for 13, 2 for 22 for fielding. And yeah, we finished in a respectful 5th place. So that was pretty nice. And just the games that have gone past with Tasmania, we played the 2 games. Unfortunately, we had our first loss of the season against New South Wales. Posted 424. Corrie 4 for 90 for us. 50s to Page, Sanghar and Carlisle. And just, they were a real nuisance to get out. Didn't bat too well. Winters with a very hard fought 100. Franks and Matthew supported him well. And so we avoided the follow on, which is the main thing, kept us in the game. Wallace and Dyer were 4 there. 318 for 5. They batted really well and really quickly. Page and Sangar and Hunt amongst the runs this time. Franks 3 for 74, continuing his good season. Batted a long time, 300 all out. Wilson with 146. So just little bit of support from Pekoski, Winters and Delaney. Didn't get too much else, unfortunately. The spinners, Wallace and Hughes, sort of cashed in on the pitch, getting a bit of turn in the end, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And we needed a win to get back in contention. We played top of the table South Australia. We bowled them out for 212. Really good performance from Delaney. 5 for 38, having a magnificent season. 3 for 40 for Franks. The chemo, we're looking really good. We could have scored a lot more, I reckon. Winters and Wilson were looking quite good. Winters got an injury, and that could be vital in the next 2 games. He's in really good touch. Pekoski fought half for 51. Franks with an unlikely 67. That was a really good score, that. Goddard bowled quite well, 3 for 64. Got them out for 188. It was a pretty good bowling performance. Really needed it too, because we've only got the 10 batsmen, obviously, available to us. So 3 for Corrie, 4 for Delaney, 9 for the match, 2 for Monday. And 67 for 2, effectively 67 for 3 because Winters can't bat, but Wilson and Pekoski got the team home. So the domestic tables show that we are just behind Queensland for that battle for second place. South Australia have qualified. I'd say they'll be the team we play in the final if we make it. Western Australia probably out of contention along with Victoria. Victoria are pretty weak. Who have we got last in their competition? We look Queensland. That Queensland game could be huge. Could determine if we make it. I need to get some guys into form. I have to really. It's going to be a really big juggling act. The World Cup's going on at the moment as well. We really would love Rooney back in the team. I'm going to make a few reshuffles down the order. Clark will be thrusted into open, I think. That'll be the way we go. We've got men in form with the ball. I think I'm happy enough with that team. I'm taking Keegan out. He's got a bit of development time anyway over the last couple of seasons. 350s at 26.08, but it's just his wicket taking ability. He's just not quite there at the moment. Needs to work on that. So we've dropped him out of the side in recent times. This is going to be a good wee battle, though. So they've only got 4 bowlers. We will bat first on this surface. We'll offer a wee bit to the seamers. This wicket. So just need be positive in what we do. Have a good sort of mindset. Spence is still horribly out of form in the first class comp. He's just having a regrettable season. Only averaging 13. Got 47 and won the games. It's time he really stepped up. He's gone though. Plum, LBW for 17. Well, he improves the average for this season. But yeah, it's pretty grim reading. Clark, makeshift opener for the next couple of games. May get Winters back if we get to the final. It's on 29, Clark. Wilson got a good 100 in the previous game that we lost to New South Wales. Speed, he's been a wee bit out of form this season. His average is not in the 60s anymore. It's in the mid-50s. Still credible average. Opportunity for Clark here too to take an opportunity. We need some of these younger batsmen developing, like Clark, especially. That's what we've got. Yeah, he's the only real guy that I've got coming through the ranks at the moment. So him and Speed form basically the middle order for the years to come, if necessary. So on 59, Clark, he's batted quite well. 100 for 2 after the first session. Good chance to get in, get some runs. Oh, he's gone for 60 though. He'll be kicking himself. That was a good opportunity to get a big one. Pukovski. You need Pukovski to chip in some vital runs. I'd say if Rooney gets back for the final, it'll be Rooney and Winters if they're available to open. Fortunately, Spencer's just had a shocking season. You can't pick a batsman in that sort of form. It's a shame because Spencer's been one of our best players over the years. Just lost a wee bit of momentum here as well. Like we've got a good batting lineup still to come. We've got Delaney obviously averaging around 30, Corey averaging 20 at 8, and Franks has got a 50 in recent history as well. So it's going to have to really rely on those guys. We need over 300 anyway. Any sort of chance of knocking Western Australia over. I'm going to take note of that Queensland game as well. At the end of the day, they're playing New South Wales. That's a good game between them two. Be good if New South Wales did get the win there, I suppose. Lovely shot. Top edge. Gets away with that. 50 for Pukovski too, by the way. That's a good innings from the middle order. We've had some good players. The batting, I have to say, with the Tasmania side is phenomenal. Depth out for 60. 2-2-3 for 5. Just need one more part to get over the 300. Delaney can score quite quickly. He's got a couple of hundreds in his career. Lovely shot. 4 runs. Scores quickly. He's a good handy batsman to have. Scoring just under 3s per over. Out for 15. Corey at the wicket. Western Australia will be really happy with this. Horn's gone for 49. So we're really going to have to get a lower order partnership. These two are capable. End of day 1, 262 for 7. The game here between Queensland and New South Wales is pretty even. South Australia, Victoria. Victoria are giving it a fair go. Victoria have been really bad the last couple of seasons. They just haven't obviously recruited that well. Corey up for 12. 272 for 8 now. Western Australia looking to wrap up this innings. $278. Not too happy with that, considering we batted first on a really good deck. 60 to Clark and Pekoski, 49 to Horn. Like, a lot of guys got in and got out. But Jai Richardson, 34 years of age, still turning it on for Western Australia. Green, exceptional as well. So we just need to deliver with the ball ourselves. Franks has started off exceptionally good. Got the early breakthrough. Matthew's got a breakthrough as well. So Western Australia, all of a sudden, on the back foot. Corey into the attack and Delaney. 51 for 2 after 18. Siddle and Felipe getting quite settled. Crease. The good wickets. Excellent. So Monday will be into the attack now. We'll bring Matt Matthew back into the attack. So Western Australia will be pretty happy where they are at the moment. 145 for 4. Couple of wickets here though would sort of make it interesting. We've got the key wicket of Felipe as well, so don't want to bat last on this wicket. It is deteriorating a wee bit for the seamers. Good. Franks immediately comes on, strikes, gets the wicket of Edmonds. Monday's been at Spencer, but he got 2 wickets. And Delaney's amongst the wickets again. Got the key wicket of Corey. So we lead by 56 in a pretty close encounter. Afghanistan beat England too. They've got some good bowlers in Afghanistan anyway. Obviously they've still got Rashid Khan. They've got Ahmed, who's been ripping it up in the Big Bash. Mujibur Rahman. In real life, by the way. They've got 3 really good quality spinners. But yeah, let's keep striking here and get a narrow lead for ourselves. Richardson, it's gone. Delaney, he's in good touch with the ball at the moment. Trying to push him for that fifer. So they're out for 275. We lead by 3 runs in a narrow lead, but they've got to bat last on the surface. We've just got to cash in. Come on, Spence. This is an opportunity for you to get some runs. Don't know what the fielder was doing there. He's diving all over the shop. Clark's been dropped. Okay. It's just not a season spent. I've got to pick him though because he's the only specialist opener we've got. Clark's gone cheaply, so 12 for 2. Only a lead of 15. Pressure well and truly on the Tasmanian side. We need over 200. The 200 run lead is something to bowl to at the minimum. It's really up to the... Like I said, we've got a lot of batting. Get a progress report on that. So Queensland are in control of that game. So the Queensland side have got a really good chance of winning that game, and we've got to win as well, effectively. 46 for 4. Getting into a bit of trouble here. Okay. It's going to have to get what we can. 150. As you can see, the pitch is not really deteriorated as well, as much as it should have. So yeah, the bounce is average and the pitch is still good in general. So this is a poor batting effort when we really didn't want it. So we're going to have to beat Queensland in that final game to make it. And we'll have to beat them by a certain amount, I'd say. We'll have to skittle them so they don't get as many points accumulated. Corey fighting hard for his side. Wilson's still there. Got a 100-run lead. I'm going to have to up the rate. Wilson's going to have to go. Such a shame that we have been skittled a wee bit here. It's gone for 50, Wilson, so that's his... really, the only player that looked good in this innings is gone. 126 run lead. Gonna have to try and eke out something. A lot of plays and misses now. 130 run lead. A shot from Franks. What a catch. Oh, it's not a catch. It just must have hit the turf. 140 for 9. Out for 140. Very disappointing effort from the Tasmania side. We only got 143 to defend. It's going to have to be a miracle bowling effort to even get Western Australia in any sorts of trouble. Got the early wicket of Plummer, though. And we've got another wicket of Felipe. That's a couple of key strikes. But they're scoring quite freely at the moment. 53 to get. It's Western Australia's game, unfortunately. And we've let ourselves down at a key moment of the season. A couple strikes for Franks. He's had a great season. But yeah, very disappointing defeat. Queensland won as well. So we are potentially out of the running for the Sheffield Shield final. I will play the last game offline. It's either the review or the final. So yeah, like as mentioned, guys, give us a like, comment, and yeah, we'll see you again for the next episode. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's the final. But we're going to have to play a perfect match to get there.